Letter of Analyza Bryan, daughter of General Richard Gentry, written in 1837, to her brother, just starting in business for himself at Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Analyza came to Missouri with her parents in 1816 when she was 6 years old. She was a woman of rare talent and very considerable culture, a fine English scholar, fond of literature and history. She taught school in the counties of Boone, Pettis, Grundy, and Andrew. She was a strong, lovable Christian character. To be in her company was not only charming, but educating and inspiring. She possessed the art of winning the love and admiration of her pupils, so that in after life, they always spoke of her with the greatest affection and highest esteem.
To R. Harrison Gentry, Esquire, July 9, 1837. Fayetteville, Arkansas. Dear brother, we all feel a great deal of solicitude about you, not having heard from you since you left Orleans. Hope kindly whispers to me that you are doing well. I beg of you to write to me immediately on the receipt of this, and tell me how you speed in business. You have bright prospects before you. You have youth, health, and industry. What more had the great Franklin when he first entered the streets of Philadelphia, save $1 Dutch in his pockets, which was all he could call his own in the wide world? And yet by industry, perseverance, and economy, what did he not accomplish? He became rich, wise, and great. I have not words to express how much interest I feel for my brothers. I know it depends on themselves whether they be an honor and a blessing to their parents, or a reproach and a shame. My bosom swells with grateful emotions when I reflect that thus far they have acted nobly, but they have now launched on the wide ocean of life, with no kind parent or gentle sister near to aid them in steering their course among the rocks and quicksands which lie hidden beneath the smooth surface. My dear brother, do not accuse me of presumption when I assume my right, as being elder-born, of adviser, but receive what I say kindly, as coming from your sister, whose only motive is to advance your prosperity and happiness. The first and most important consideration is an honest and upright walk towards men, and love and obedience for God. Be economical, but be frugal. Do not endeavor to make a display of liberality, but where a deserving object presents itself, give as much as you can spare, even if you make a sacrifice of some convenience for yourself. Be always dressed with plainness and neatness. Study to make your company agreeable to every one. Do not throw away a moment of time. A right use of time is the true philosopher's stone which turns everything to gold. The hours that you do not devote to business, employ in useful conversation with well-chosen companions or in reading. Seek the society of intelligent and virtuous females and treat them as rational creatures. Converse with them on subjects which will show whether they have minds or not, and never descend to the mean and pitiful artifice which some take of ingratiating themselves in the lady's favor, flattery. With women of sense it will be disgusting, and with the light and frivolous sort you had better have as little to do as possible. Oh, how wretched, how miserable must be the condition of that man who is united to a woman of a weak and frivolous character. On the other hand, supremely blessed is he who finds united in his wife sense and modesty. She will go hand in hand with him in all his undertakings, and he is sure to prosper. Brother, I believe I had better stop for fear I should tire you, although the subject is an inexhaustible one. But let me repeat to you, store your mind well with useful knowledge. 2 books I would recommend particularly for your perusal: Franklin's Works and Cobble's Advice to Young Men. For news, I have none of any importance except what you get through the papers. I suppose you have long ere this heard that Mr. Rollins and Miss M. Hickman were married. Father is engaged in buying horses for the United States service, which is a very profitable business. Mr. Bryan is assisting him. They will both leave on tomorrow for St. Louis with 60 horses, which is the 4th drove, being in all about 190 head he has taken. Mr. Bryan's health is not good. My health is excellent. Mother and the family are well. You must write to us what sort of a country you live in. I have been wanting Mr. Bryan to go to see it with a view to moving there, if he is pleased. Adieu, my dear brother. Accept warmest wishes of your devoted and affectionate sister, Analyza Gentry,